OLUWO declares all Muslim monarchs in Yoruba land practice idol worship, vows to uphold true Islamic monotheism. Wetin be that? Monotheism. This OLUWO of Iwo land. OLUWO of Iwo land, Oba Abdulrasheed Akanbi Teluwan, has stirred another controversy with a bold declaration that most Yoruba monarchs who profess Islam are still deeply involved in idol worship, describing the practice as a direct violation of true Islamic monotheism. Speaking in a video currently circulating on social media, the monarch was seen addressing a group of Arabs believed to be from the King of Saudi Arabia. He lamented the difficulty of abolishing traditional deity worship in Yoruba land. You want to abolish traditional deity worship? Okay now. Accusing fellow rulers, including Muslim kings, of compromising Islamic principles for cultural traditions. Okay. To abolish traditional worshiping in Yoruba land would be difficult because all the Yoruba monarchs believe in worshipping deities, the OLUWO said. Even those who are Muslims amongst them do not see anything wrong in doing so, but I stand firm, they are all against me. The monarch expressed disappointment that his fellow Muslim rulers had failed to support his campaign against idol worship, saying their beliefs contradict the core of Islam's monotheistic teachings. Okay? The most painful part is that I thought the Muslims amongst them would support me, but their belief negates Islamic monotheism. They believe you can worship God and still worship deities. They claim their forefathers installed them as kings. I told them it's all lies. It's all lies, really? But when they were doing coronation for you or whatever, before you became a king, I'm sure you must have done that. And you know that was what you are getting into. Before you became a king, now you say it's all lies. Now what for you? Oh, I fought many battles because of this. Okay now, Jagun warrior. OLUWO reaffirmed his commitment to upholding Islam in his domain, noting that upon his ascension to the throne, he moved swiftly to eradicate idol worship in Iwo. When I was installed, I not only promoted Islam, I abolished all form of idol worshipping. I made sure everything was erased, he declared. Tracing Iwo's Islamic heritage, Oba Akanbi described the ancient town as the source of the Yorubas and one uniquely blessed by God. He revealed that Iwo had embraced Islam as far back as the 15th century, centuries before many other Yoruba kingdoms followed suit. Iwo is the town God installed me as king. It is a very ancient and important kingdom. We speak the original Yoruba in Iwo. God blessed us so immensely that a king in the 15th century embraced Islam. Another followed in the 19th century, but Islam started depleting since then, he said. Oba Akanbi said the spiritual experience during the Hajj pilgrimage renewed his commitment to defending Islam and purging his kingdom of syncretic practices. My coming to Saudi Arabia was to perform Hajj rites, but what I saw today has further energized me, the monarch said. The OLUWO of Iwo land, Oba Abdulrasheed Akanbi Teluwan, has stirred another controversy with a bold declaration that most Yoruba monarchs who profess Islam are still deeply involved in idol worship, describing the practice as a direct violation of true Islamic monotheism. Okay, OLUWO of Iwo land. Samson says, mind your own business. Your jurisdiction is only Iwo. Benjamin says, I swear this man don't collect envelope from Saudi Arabia. Very soon he will introduce that one-sided Sharia law that's meant for the poor alone in Yoruba land. Don't mind him. If you really want to serve God, turn to Jesus Christ. The only way. For my Bible says there is no other name given among the men where we can be saved but Jesus Christ. Okay? Abiodun says, Kolo, Psycho, Rashidi. Word is not going back, it's moving forward. This is not the word of Muhammad who turned your head backward and sinks your brain. That thing you called religion is cultism. Mr. Follow, make you open your sense before you finally lose your life. Since you cannot see beyond this, leave those on the road. Our deities in Africa here are far stronger. Our deities in Africa here are far stronger than those 300 idols in your Kaaba. Face your idol and let Yoruba kings face their own. We shall see who is on the way. Moji Mohammed says, why must Yoruba always destroy his kinsmen over Tuno is buying these people? Don't mind him. Kule says, Bana no good though. Akwe Christopher says, any king worshiping idol, it is his right to choose whatever he likes. You that worship Quran, you can't judge others because none caught red-handed by you to witness your fellow Islamic chief or Oba bow down for idols. Akinrogunde says he has collected money from Saudi Arabia now. Igbo Labi, only one. Festus Kelvin says, I will not blame him for doing the work of his paymaster because that is where his money is coming from. But he forgot that Enikokinje Awade, the king is always in the news for something silly. I don't know what is wrong with him. King, when they do like king, he doesn't have steeze, he doesn't have composure. Olajide said he suddenly become monotheism now as a king, but never as a ganga and cocaine lord. If such warrants were allowed in your palace today, maybe they might still stumble on some raps. And he says, I hate you talking about this OLUWO when you know his condition. What was his condition? You don't have to focus on his utterances anymore. Elect by Energy says, no tradition and tongue without link to the Almighty Creator God. They idolized and demonized you just to capture and enslave perpetually. Where can find all African initially idolized and demonized artifacts? Today, bad in Africa but good elsewhere. When shall the veil be unveiled from Africa? His Chama said, what is the difference between idol worship of non-Muslims and the idol worship of the black stone plus the pagan demon god by the Muslims? None. The Muslim lies that they worship one God and they are not idolaters, but they are full-time pagans. Julia says, Baba, the one and only Amudo Bali of Yoruba nation. Kigo Pele no. Kisalu Bata o Dalaru. Ko Pele say, what's this? Yeah, brother. Adepoboye says, if they worship idol, that is God of existence from forefathers, but God of OLUWO is foreigner unknown to a black Yoruba man. The one we see is what we serve. OLUWO God is strange to our tradition. Mascot says, Mr. King, I just want to remind you this stool you seated on is traditional and not religious. Exactly. It is not a religious stool. The man is always doing anyhow. Nonso says, Yorubas are not serious in Islamic religion. Why this one want to carry it for head? Don't mind him. Allah Oyebade says, is it Islam that crowned them and pronounced them as OBAs in Yoruba land? I wonder. No be Ifa they pick king, even though we know that some kings now, it is not Ifa that is picking them, it is governors and whatever that is picking them. But normally, a king should be installed traditionally, and you must follow the tradition if you want to become a king. If you don't want to be, no, I don't want to do your kingship because I cannot compromise, I cannot do this, I cannot do that. You will not accept the kingship. Nonso says Islam itself is idol worship. When you go to Mecca, what did you do there? Is it not kissing stone? Is that not an idol worship? Blindfolded man. Mike says, did your forefathers practice Islam or Christianity? Don't mind the man. And listeners, don't forget to like, to share and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.